Forsaken is a very flawed game. One of its biggest failures in game design is Elliot being underpowered, but with the fandom confused on which parts are. In this video, we'll be discussing why Pizza Throw is a bad support heal, why Rush Hour is fundamentally flawed in terms of design, why the repeated nerfs are stupid and unjustified, and what a competent fix would look like. Let's get in the video. Elliot's lower maximum health has caused him as being incredibly fragile. Everybody knows this by now that Elliot, compared to other characters such as 007 and Death, has 80 HP instead of the average 100. The devs actually believe this is fair, for the Elliot who's usually forced to fend for himself when push comes to shove. Now I'm saying that all will be fixed if we increase Elliot maximum health, but a large chunk of the problem coming from a weak support could be fixed. If even anything about Elliot already weak kit were to be changed, then Elliot will become unplayable and unbearable. And guess what happened? Elliot has suffered nerf after nerf, all which were unnecessary. Pizza Throw is an ability that allows Elliot to heal one of his teammates with a pizza slice. This ability on paper seems to be balanced, maybe even broken in some situations, but has few fatal flaws that make it incredibly underpowered and almost garbage to play with. As the name suggests, when the ability is activated, Elliot throws a slice of pizza that can be used to heal other members of your team. However, in a situation where you're confronted with 2 or more survivors with exceedingly low HP, you have to wait a really long time just to heal both of them. Hell, by the time your pizza throw is cooldown, they might as well be already dead. If Elliot heals somebody with his pizza throw, 1 charge will be added to his rush hour ability, but that's a whole other form we'll get into later in this video. Speaking of which, Rush Hour is his second ability and his simplest and by far the worst. Rush Hour, after being activated, gives speed 3, which on paper sounds fairly overpowered, right? Wrong! Because it can only go for 3 seconds, making them make barely any distance that the killer couldn't make by just still chasing them or using a catch-up tool like Warp Speed Override or Void Rush. This makes Elliot practically a sitting duck that the killer can kill easily, that even guess could stop from happening. This is made even worse by Rush Hour coming off a charge system. Then each time you heal someone you gain a Rush Hour charge, and we already know how annoying that is to get someone to scarf down. It is made even worse by the fact that you can only have max of 1 charge. I mean, even if you heal 6 people, you'll only have 1 charge of your chase extender. This also means you'll only use Rush Hour once or maybe twice per round. And for the cherry on top, it has a cooldown of 40 seconds, being longer than most stuns or disrupt tools in the game. I should discuss how like 0% of people watching this video right now are not subscribed, so please subscribe.
Outclassed by other supports.
We've discussed how Elliot is flawed when it comes to his support and his survival ability, but we need to go into how bad of a support he is compared to the others. He is outclassed by Dulcicar as in chase support and Birdman as non-chase support. Dulcicar can consistently keep up pressure with the killer by slowing the killer down or speeding up the survivor by giving them resistance. Oh, and also he gives overheal. Sure, it's temporary, but it don't really matter in chase because that same abilities also give speed to escape the chase. As for Birdman, he not only can build sentries to slow down the killer, force them to attack the sentry that is slowing them down, give them way more distance than Rush Hour, but also have a dispenser which is an infinite heal. Sure, it's slower, but when it's infinite and can heal more than 1 person, that really doesn't matter. The only support needed is better than is Death, because Death is a fucking fraud. So when FlyRab and Ignorab were writing, Elliot just got a rework and a new Azure update, so let's get for a new rework.
Elliot rework.
Drop even more salt into the wound. Elliot got a rework in the newest update. A weak character getting a rework, it'll be fine. However, given for second track record, it's pretty bad. Pizza Throw healing got nerfed, going from 35 HP to measly 25 HP. Pizza Throw was already a terrible ability, but now it's borderline useless. Not to mention how Forsaken devs butchered Rush Hour, which now need 3 charges to get the old Rush Hour effect back, and gives Elliot significant debuffs after Rush Hour's end. All these changes to Elliot's weak kit made him utterly and ultimately useless.
Community reaction.
The community reaction for Elliot has honestly been so fucking stupid. Why? Speed 3 is too broken, I can't keep up. Why? Throw pizza is too minor to self a heal. Like, come on, just say you have a skill issue and move on already. Speed 3, as we discussed, is easy to keep up. Pizza Throw have a long cooldown which make it nearly impossible to keep anyone alive. So no, Craft, he's not strong. He is trash. Now that we discussed Elliot and how horrible they are, let's see how we can fix.
Hello, I'm Chili. I mean, not Flycraft, and I've hacked the channel. Today, we're gonna be making a brand new Pool Alley rework because Soy stole mine. I have proof. Look. Why, Soy? Why? Why? Please don't harass him, by the way. Anyway, here's the rework. Rush hour is now back to 1 charge, and now it lasts for 6 seconds. This is how you can get away from all of the evil, stinky, smelly killers. My god, Elliot's hot. Pizza throw is now 45 seconds, 25 seconds. Meaning it can easier help your team, because together we are Forsaken. Elliot's health is also now 95 HP. This is why he's still weaker like a good boy. He can live longer. Because right now he's fucking glass or some shit, I don't know. Anyway, bye!
Conclusion.
In conclusion, we discover that Elliot heal has too much of a cooldown that to probably be a support healer. Rush Hour is too slow to skip chase, and now will give you exhaustion, so you're straight up screwed when using it. And just makes Elliot by far the worst support. If you click this video thinking Elliot was a good support, I hope this video showed you how bad he is. So see you in next video. So before ending the video, what special thing, Charlie and Shirley Boy. Without them I couldn't make this video. Also special thanks for Aquastic, because I took his drawings, you know, for the craft video and just inverted them. So thanks for watching.
You could get you not off for some